Hey everybody, welcome to this video guide for Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered on the Xbox Series X. Today we are completing Sequence 7, Memory 3, and getting 100% synchronization on it. And to do so, you need to make sure you cross Charlestown without taking damage, you air assassinate a Grenadier, and you remain undetected while on board the ships. So, with all that being said, I would like to say if you are looking for a specific point in this video, definitely take advantage of the time codes in the play bar and in the description, so that way you can just get to what you need. Alright, with all that said, let's get started with this memory.
I'm looking for Israel Putnam.
On whose orders?
Samuel Adams.
Follow me.
Alright, at this point in the memory, you will be following this soldier to the camp, so it really is just, following them right now. So definitely remember to take advantage of the time codes if you want to get to a specific point in this video. For now, I will let the gameplay speak for itself and see you once we are going to be in Charlestown.
Any news from Boston?
The Tories aren't moving, and any time we try to press them, we lose a dozen men. I think Putnam and the others plan to assemble artillery on these hills. A good shelling might make the Red Coast rethink their strategy.
And what of John Pitcairn?
That bastard's the cagiest of the bunch. He's appeared time to time to taunt us, so send regards by way of cannon fire. It's all right, though. He'll have what's coming to him soon enough. Putnam's just up ahead. You come.
I don't care much for your excuses, gentlemen. We should be building on Bunker Hill. Reed's is closer to the city, but it is also closer to their artillery. I rest my case. I'm going back to Bunker Hill. Good case, gentlemen!
General Putnam.
What?
I am looking for John. I was told he would be able to help me find him.
He's tucked away inside that city with no reason to leave. As long as that ship continues its assault, we'll never flush him out.
But if the ship was silenced?
Oh, that poor John might be forced to get off his arse and come forward.
I shall fly this flag to signal my success.
And I shall speak fondly of you at your funeral.
Alright, so after the beginning of the memory, all those cutscenes, all that walking around, we are now going to be crossing Charlestown without taking damage. So you're welcome to, blaze your own trail, do whatever you want, and try your best to get this done, or you can follow the path that I go through over here. So the main thing you want to do is not take any damage. My recommendation is to go over to the right over here and just use these fences, use the buildings on the right side. Remaining on the edge, you can see I'm sort of leaving the border of the area that we're allowed to go in through this memory. So if you're just on this right side here, you aren't going to take any damage at all. It's a very easy trip. Once you get to points where things are set on fire, you will need to go on top of buildings because you're not going to go through the fire, you're just going to get hurt. So you can see I'm going over this building, and another thing you want to make sure you are very careful of is if you're dropping down from a building, you want to make sure you don't take any damage. So do the B to just sort of hang, like press B, like do the B move, you know what I'm saying, like press B. And hang, drop down, so that way you don't take any damage by accidentally jumping too far. And once you've done that, you just do your best to avoid the guards in the area. You can see I avoided as many as possible. Try not to get stuck on those barrels like I did right there, and just keep moving towards the objective marker. Once you get to these docks here, you're basically in the clear. You won't take any damage, and just jump in the water. Once you do end up in the water, we are going to be moving forward to the ships here. We are going to head to the left ship first, because this is where the Grenadier is. And for the Grenadier, this is what the Grenadier looks like. I'm putting an image on screen right now. It's not exactly what he looks like, but you can sort of see the figure, right? You can see who he looks like, and you know the enemy. We've come across it a few times. And I just did a transition here because this did take me quite a while. I struggled just a little bit with this, so I came back to it, and I know the way. I've got the method down. So right off the bat, we are going to get the enemy on the right side, take them out at the nearest opportunity. The Grenadier will still be there and they may look, but it should be no problem. You just want to lose the attention of any of the other enemies if they do like get an eye on you or are curious of what's going on. You can see the Grenadier I think is still moving and searching for me, but I'm just waiting, and I find it's actually quicker to just jump in the water. And as you jump in the water, they actually tend to just lose interest right away. For me hanging down off the ship, it was like, it took forever for them to just ignore me and like forget about me. I don't know why, but try your best to just jump off as soon as possible, because that may be more effective than hanging and waiting like I am right here. So you can see I'm waiting. I'm like, oh my God, why is he not stopping? And then I figure, okay, you know what? I'm just going to jump off. So let's go ahead and just jump off. This is taking forever. So there we go. I jumped off and we are waiting for the Grenadier to just stop looking. You can see the marker is still above them, and then very quickly he loses interest and goes back to his original path, track, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, he is not looking at us anymore. He's back doing what he normally does, and we are going to go to the rear of the ship and get ready for this guard right here to be at the front of these boxes. And it's kind of like a weird setup here. So you can see I've got the Grenadier right there. I was supposed to lure that guard over to the left side of the boxes, but then the Grenadier was also looking my way. So I got a bit, you know, scared and panicked and whistled too early, and then the guard ended up moving over to the right side. So I just had to jump off. And now we're basically where we were 2 seconds ago, where I had to jump off because the Grenadier looked my way, and we are just going to get behind the boxes once again. So you can see the guard is on the sort of wheel area in front of the wheel. So we are going to whistle, lure that guard towards us, and the Grenadier is no longer looking at this guard. So we can easily take him out. Bam, he is dead. And nobody ever goes behind these boxes. So leave their body, and we are going to continue on, go off the left side of the ship, or just jump off the ship, and head over to the front left of the ship now. We are going to be taking out another guard once the Grenadier is not looking. Really, the Grenadier is the only roaming one that you need to worry about, aside from the first two that you killed. So since we've taken those out, the only person we need to worry about looking our way would be the Grenadier. So go up, get ready to assassinate this enemy when the Grenadier isn't looking. For me, it was right away. So I got that kill. And now we are just waiting for the Grenadier. He is going to go through his regular path. He's going to go over to the right side over here. He's going to be looking out onto the water. Then he is going to turn to the left. And at that point, we are then going to be taking out the other enemies that are in front of us. We're going to get a double assassination, and then we are going for the air assassination on the Grenadier. So now that the Grenadier is not looking, we've got that double assassination, and we were not detected, so that's very important. And now we are headed over to the Grenadier. Try not to do what I was doing. These misinputs definitely slowed down my time on reaching the Grenadier, but no worry, we went on top of these boxes here, and then got an air assassination on the Grenadier. So that is the first ship completed. All of the enemies have been killed, and now all we got to do is blow it up. So we're going to light the black powder here, and then we are now going to head over to the second ship. And remember, you need to stay undetected when you're going for both of these ships. Alright, so that is the first ship completed. We've cleared that out, and that is the harder ship completed. So definitely good to have that out of our way. Now we are headed to the left side of this second ship, and we are going to climb up, and this one is going to be so much easier. We need to only kill one enemy, and then we can pretty much just sneak towards the black powder, light it, jump off, and then we're going to need to go back onto the ship for the end of the mission. But either way, this is so much easier than the previous one. That one had a lot of attempts from me, so hopefully my tips and sort of my route that I took on that other ship helped you out and made it so you didn't have to attempt so many times. For this, I definitely hope you don't need to attempt so many times. I have failed on this section by getting spotted. It was BS. I shouldn't have gotten spotted, but definitely still be careful and just take whatever opportunity you can when the left guard isn't looking. So you can see this Jaeger, I think it's a Jaeger, is coming over to this side. I take him out when the guard on the left is not looking, and then we are headed over to the right, and then going into the black powder when the guard on the left is not looking this way. And then bam, I'm pretty clear, nobody's seeing me, I planted the black powder. Also, that wasn't a Jaeger, I just realized it's not a Jaeger. I did a Jaeger bomb achievement, I know what Jaegers look like. I don't know why I thought he was a Jaeger. He's probably some captain, I think I saw his sword and thought he was a Jaeger. Anyways, that's besides the point. Now that we have taken care of that, we have air assassinated Grenadier, we have remained undetected while on board both of these ships, and therefore we have gotten 100% synchronization, as long as we also made sure we did not take any damage while we were running through Charlestown. Now all we need to do is complete this memory. So head over to the top of the ship, and that is where we are going to be concluding this memory. We just have to replace the ship's flag. And also definitely be very careful when you are climbing. I swear I nearly died when I was trying to climb this area. Definitely pay attention to what the controls say at the top right so you know what's going on. For me, I was climbing, and you can see right over here, I think. There I go. I nearly fall off. I swear I was so scared when that happened. So just pay attention, be careful, try not to go the route that I did. Go the way that I'm going right now, so that way you can avoid damage. And yeah, it's a bit glitchy sometimes, and it gets annoying when you end up dying from it, but after long enough, you will make it to the flag, you will replace it, and that is the memory completed. All you need to do now is jump off the ship and head into the water. So with all that being said, thank you very much for watching this video. I do hope that I was able to help you out with this guide. If I was, definitely stick around and subscribe if you're interested in this kind of content, and drop a like if you did appreciate it. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Take care.